Hi, so glad you dropped by tonight. My name is Linda Phippen. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Ontario, Canada, and I've been playing with the new release called Eden's Garden. It is so much fun. I've enjoyed it. I hope that you can come away with some new ideas and have as much fun as I did. So let's get started. So these are the dies that we're going to be using tonight from Eden's Garden. There is a wreath, a sentiment, some leaves, a border die, and another wreath that you can use. So I've used all of them except this one here tonight, but you will not be disappointed. So this is the set, and it's called Eden's Garden, but it will be available for you to purchase on November 2nd, I believe. So it's an early release, and it was lots of fun to play with. So I'm just going to show you what I've been doing, and the measurements will be in the descriptions below, so I will make sure that you get those as well. So this is the card that I created, and I've made it like a gatefold. So it is a first for me to make this kind of a card, and I'm sure it's been around for a long time. It is pretty easy to do, and I used the soft succulent for the base of this card, and this gatefold is pretty awesome. You don't waste anything when you cut that, because we're going to use it, turn it, and use it for a for more of the card. So I will show you how I did this. There, I'll put some lights on, maybe that'll look a little better. I did do some embossing, gold embossing, with the main stamp set, which is a lot of leaves. It looks like there could be some berries in there as well. So this is the designer series paper. There are designs with the soft succulent and evergreen with gold on 6 different designs. It's beautiful. And then on the other side is very much soft and subtle designs. But today I wanted to use the gold. So I'm just going to put the inside of the card on first, just because it's a nice big piece. So the designer series paper I put in the middle, so you get to see it from the outside. And I tried to put different kinds of designer series paper, but I really liked this one, and I didn't want to flip it over to have the subtle piece. I just wanted all the gold. So there's the front, and then for our design I have 3 layers. Again, the soft succulent, and then I put this layer on with the gold embossed leaves. Now, one could just leave that like that. That looks lovely. But I did a lot of die cutting, so I have lots of pieces. Just a second here, I didn't get that on straight. There we go. So I cut the wreath out, but I wanted just sections of it. So I went and did some snipping and just cut out little portions of the this wreath. And it doesn't matter, you know, how big, you know, you can do just about anything with that. Okay, so let me just put some glued pieces on here. Just a little dab. Sometimes the glue comes out a little fast. So I put one there. I did it in layers of 3. The designers tell you to do 3s. Odd numbers. I guess it's easier to balance odd numbers. Okay. And then the individual leaf, die cut leaf, is just one kind of one bit of design here, one kind of section of a leaf, and I did 3 of those as well. So it's just really a matter of layering. And so that was pretty simple. And I did want to mention that when I did the cutting out, I put the every time I did a cutting, I put these 3 pieces on one piece of paper, so you got there's no waste at all. So that's something to think about. And also, when you use gold foil paper, you want to be careful that that you use a clean plate, otherwise the markings from your plate will go on to your foil, and that's very frustrating. When I did this card, I did the gold matte embellishments, and this sentiment is in gold, and it says, "Dear friend, how are you?" So I did that, and I liked it very much. And today in the mail, I got the back order of the gems that come with this set. So I thought I would use these large diamond shape and see what that looks like in the middle. Now, if that, what do you think? Very pretty. I like that. Okay, so what I wanted to do was to put the sentiment on first, and I don't see my foam pieces, but that's okay. All right, I put that on because I wanted to know, see, and I still have it up too high. There we go, perfect fit. And of course you only want to put your tape on the bottom. Center it and make sure that you line that up as well. There we go. And then for the inside of the card, you want to line up the white so that it doesn't show. So that is our first card, and the only difference, of course, are the gems, but either one turned out very nice. I like it very much. Now the second card, I turned Eden's Garden into a Christmas card. Now this is again quite a quick and easy card. A few things that we need to show you. This is cotton paper. Now it's a little thicker than tissue paper, but you can see it's quite flimsy and it's not as thick as paper. And I wanted to figure out what else to do with this. So this is what I did. I crumpled it all up to give it a little texture, and it didn't rip at all. And then what I did was I took a dauber and I used the evening evergreen, and I just daubed around the outside to kind of get those wrinkles a little bit brighter, or more distinctive, I think is the word I'm looking for. So you may or may not like that. I have it both ways. You can have it totally flat or a little crinkle. So I'll just show you how I put that together. For me, I wanted to have kind of a stencil for my my wreath. So I drew a circle from the circle dies, and it's around 2 inches, but you may feel comfortable just eyeballing it, and that's fine. But I wanted to, I didn't trust myself, I think is what I'm wanting to say. I didn't trust myself, and I don't want to get that on other cards. So you can see the circle a little bit. It's on pencil. I didn't want to make it too dark. So again, what I did was I took the circle of the wreath and I cut pieces to go around. And I did some gold because I had a gold wreath, and this evening evergreen. So depending on how thick you would like it, see, this is what the wreath looks like that I'm cutting, and I already used some pieces for the card on this one. So there we go. We'll have and then it's just a matter of layering. So I took the first layer and made it with the evening evergreen, and you'll see some of the pieces already have a little bit of an arc to them, and that makes it really easy to know where to put them, and some of them don't. So if you find it too large and straight, then just cut it off. And I didn't really be specific about which direction I put things in. So this is, so the first layer is strictly the evening evergreen, and there's not enough glue on that. Oh, no glue. Okay. And then we'll fill in this one. My hands are getting covered in glue again. Okay, and then I took the gold and put it around. And then I layered a little bit more green so that it didn't look like just a gold wreath. I wanted the gold to show through. And again, you just keep cutting it to where you want it. And I enjoyed doing this because the stamp set itself is not Christmas necessarily at all, but I wanted to show you how versatile this is. So there is the wreath with my sticky fingers. And I put some pearls on this around, and I can see this just needs some time to dry. It's not as round as the first one. Okay, so they just these white pearls just randomly went around. I had I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one more here. And I made a ribbon, or a bow, I mean, out of the white twine. And I'm really nervous about making bows. Especially when my fingers are full of ink, or glue. Okay. There we go. That wasn't too bad. And I used a glue dot to stick those on, which is way over there. Excuse me as I reach all the way over there. You know, you think you have everything right at your fingertips. Okay, so I think I'm just going to trim that a little bit more. Okay, so then it is just a matter of layering. So I have the soft succulent on top of the evergreen. Then the crumpled paper. You don't have to crumple it. But I thought it was, you know, again, something just a little bit different. And the fact that it did crumple and did not rip was good. Now, you could use the DSP from this, but I wanted to show you how you can create your own DSP. So I have two pieces here, one for the outside and one for the inside. And I took the two colors that we're using, the soft succulent and the evening evergreen, and I created my own DSP. So you just want to, I did the big one first, piece of ink. Okay, so that's the large stamp. And then there are lots of greenery. That can go anywhere you wish. So there's one of the stamps with the greenery. And let's use the dark here. And if by chance you get, you know how sometimes you get ink on, you can just stamp over it and it'll be fine. So we have a few more pieces of greenery. You can stop anytime, but this becomes a little addictive. Okay, but I do think I'll stop. But how is that for your own designer series paper? So I used it for the back of this, and so let's just glue this on. And the sentiment is Merry Christmas. Running out of glue. And what I would do with the other piece of designer series paper that we created is put it on the inside with a white, oh here it is, so you could put your greeting on there, and that is card number 2. So I hope you enjoyed that and can see the versatility in this set. Now I'm going to show you very quickly 2 more cards to show you how versatile this set is. So this one can be fall, and the sentiment, hello there, and I'm missing. So what I did for this one is I cut my leaves, and this is Mango Melody, and I put a piece on the top and a piece on, I guess that was the bottom. So just let that dry for a moment. And I did, again, some stamping with the Mango Melody and the Mary Mallow, I think that's what that is. And I just did, I'll just clean off the stamp. And we'll just use 2 of the stamps here. This one here. So I went between them. Let me see where the stamps go. And because these are fall colors, and I just did the stamping up the side. And you can do the same thing for the other sheet to go on the inside. And then it turns into a lovely fall card. And then you just put a few of the other leaves in if you wish. There's one. So that's the inside, and then I just layered. I did the mango, Merry Mango, the stamp piece that we did, our Hello Friend. And I did do a strip with the Mary Mallow on there as well. And that is our third card. And I'm just going to show you a sample of the fourth card. Again, to show the versatility of this set. So those are 4 cards, and I would say 4 seasons with 1 stamp set. So we could say, of course, Christmas, summer, fall, and spring. So I hope you've enjoyed these cards, and that it is available for you to purchase November 2nd, and it will be, you will have so much fun with this. I thank you for your subscriptions and for dropping by. I will be back next week with some more ideas, so have a great week, and thank you for your subscriptions, your kind comments, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.